Okay, so as you all know, Shy Guy and I went to Brown County to get some footage, and well, Google ripped the soundtrack completely off. So I've taken a little bit of that footage and brought it into this movie. This is us pulling up into our favorite spot at Ogle Lake in Brown County State Park. And on this weekend, which was the Fall Festival, there were a lot of people in the park. We ended up coming here and then leaving. We got out and as you can see, there's a bunch of people and they're like all around picnicking, and that bridge right there is a common place for people to go and hike and start out on trails, but it was daylight and we went over here. I wanted to see if any of the trees had changed colors yet, and they hadn't changed a lot at this particular time, but there was these people in our shelter house having a picnic. The nerve of them. But I was very determined, so we decided to go through here, which is just a little ways down from that house, and go to the bathroom and then take off. And we were going to go to Yellowwood instead and come back later in the evening, and so that's pretty much what we did. This is Shy Guy, and he's walking down through here. I'm behind him naturally because that's how it's getting filmed. But this particular spot I was trying to show was I had shot some calendar shots, and from this angle, way back when I used to shoot professionally. And so anyway, I lost him. I caught up with him, and then we went to Yellowwood. So we went to Yellowwood State Park, and we were hoping that we were going to find our shelter house there to show you guys, and wouldn't you know it, they were having a wedding. So we did manage to find this loading dock for a boat that was secluded, and nobody was there except for us and these guys that had a flat tire. But they left, and then it was just us down here. But this isn't our spot, so we can have a picnic here. But I had told all kinds of stories on the way here about things that had happened in the past in Yellowwood. Naturally, all of that was ripped off by Google, and so, that soundtrack is gone. I'm doing a voice over on this right now because the wind is really loud, and you can't hear very well what's going on, so I just thought it might be a better experience to go ahead and just do a voiceover of this part. It's so quiet and pretty over here. I don't even know if I want to leave. I just want to stay right here. Want me to take a picture of us?
Was I drawn into your orbit, or were you drawn into mine?
Oh yeah. This feels good. It's 50 degrees, so that feels good. Shy Guy went to get our marshmallows and our hot dogs, and I secured this place, our place. Yeah. Hot dogs and our s'mores. See? Giant marshmallows and graham crackers and chocolate bar for our s'mores and our hot dogs. And those chips are the most salty chips you've ever tasted in your life. We're not sure what happened to that particular bag of Lay's, but looks like Shy Guy's got our wieners going in the fire. $9 per $7 a vehicle. It doesn't say cash. Surely they take debit cards. The fire danger level is low today. That's what it says.
How you doing?
I'm
Look
good.
at how you doing.
I'm gonna be pretty good if you take debit cards.
That's a Macy's card, honey. That ain't gonna work here. Yeah, but it'll run as a credit.
That's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness, because dummy me forgot
As long
to.
as you don't give me a Macy's card. A guy tried to give me a Speedy Rewards card as a pass the other day.
Oh no.
Pretty funny.
I'm so glad, because I was like, I don't even know where a bank machine
Are you
is.
from Indiana?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I am. I can show
Red car.
you. I can show you. I am.
I believe you. I believe everybody. I just asked.
I'm filming today, so I can show the people on YouTube the beautiful Brown County, Indiana.
You came on the perfect day.
Good.
I hope you have a perfect time.
Thank you so much,
You
sir. You have a great day.
Oh yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Coming up here on the right is the West Lookout. That's someplace I was sent many times to photograph for calendars, and actually throughout this whole park, common ground to me as a photographer. And Brown County State Park is special to almost every Hoosier, and anybody else who's ever been here. But for me and Mr. Shy Guy, it's 37 years of a love story that started back, well, when we were 15 and 16. This park and so many places in it has special meaning to us, and we're sharing it with you. Indiana hasn't received the amount of rain necessary to produce more brilliant, vibrant colors that we've seen in the past. But it's better today than it was when Shy Guy and I came. You're just missing the stories that we told in the truck together. Google ripped them out and they're gone. This is obviously a spot where a lot of people like to pull off and take portraits of their loved ones. Children like to roll down these hills. I did it up until last year. No, I'm just kidding. But this is so brilliant with color. This is only just a small sampling of how it could be. I will try to show something else that shows exactly how brilliant the colors in through it, because this is wonderful, but it's nothing like if we had gotten the amount of rain that would have turned this into its true full beauty. Okay, so now I'm going to take you back down to Ogle Lake and our shelter house, which of course will be vacant because It's not a weekend. And throughout the last movie, Brown Eyed Girl was playing because that was a very special song for me and him. The first time that we came here when I was 15 and he was 16, that song came on the radio and he sang it to me and said that I was his brown-eyed girl and that was our song. And we've had plenty of songs, but that song, Brown Eyed Girl, it belongs to me and Brown County. And whenever I hear that song, it has special meaning. So, it really kind of ruined it when Google took it off. Okay, so the parking for the shelter house here is to the left where we're going. To the right, there's a big parking area where people get out and look at the lake from a different view. I used to lug my tripod and 50 pounds worth of photography gear back here to shoot pictures for calendars. And this is our house. And no matter how many people are here, I'm going to get upset if they're in that house. There's a few people here right now, but they are having a picnic close to the water. And that is that same hiking trail. And then there's a little more red and orange showing than was when we were here before. But this is Ogle Lake, minus a lot of people. When we were here, they were all over the place. So much so that, that whole area right there was just full of people. And we just left. So there's our shelter house up there, and it's vacant. Nobody's in it. And then this is the view from the front where most people go. I think that they don't understand that they can get over to where that shelter house is. And this is what it looks like when it's in full bloom. It's 70 degrees in the park today. And I see people all over the place taking pictures and they're so happy. But they've never seen her like I have. This isn't even in all full bloom. And look how gorgeous this is. When God is done with this, it's one of the most majestic places that you could ever see. And now I'm going to take you to the second lake that is in this park. It's called Straw Lake, and a lot of people also like to go here. And you got to walk to get to Straw Lake. So I trucked up all these stairs for you and went all the way over there to see Straw Lake. Don't say I don't love you. I was a little winded. So who loves you, baby? And in case you're wondering why I'm being so shaky, well, I have on Pacifica blood orange perfume, and the bees won't leave me alone. So I'm swatting at the bees while I'm trying to take movies.
Caution, do not film and walk, particularly if you are prone to falling off your vanity seat. You might not want to take steep stairs and walk through the forest. This picture vertical and with more color I took for a cover of a magazine, and I remember standing there for the longest time with a tripod waiting on no traffic. It's kind of a hard thing to do. And as I was in this area, those stupid bees, I will never wear blood orange perfume to the park again. They love it, and they were attacking me. Not very nice bees. So if you look down here, you'll see a path, and if you walk down that path, and many people don't, this is what you see. And they don't know that's down there. They stand up at the road and take a picture. But if they come down just a little bit farther, now you could ask me how I know it's down there. But I'll never tell. And neither will Mr. Shy Guy. The many things you can do in this park. You can go horseback riding, and I've done it many times. So you're going to see the horses here where they've stopped to rest from one of their trails. And now I want to take you to see the Little Smokies, which I'm sure that you'll understand when you see it why they call it that. But it's also one of the most majestic places in the park when it's fully colored, and one of mine and Mr. Shy Guy's favorite spots to lay on the blanket and have a picnic. This park has 16,000 acres, and I believe that it was first opened to the public in 1929. It's really, really close to Nashville, Indiana, and I don't know, it's one of our biggest parks, and I think probably one of the most favorite parks of anyone who lives in this area. This is what it looks like where we go with the blanket down farther. I thought you guys might like to actually come up and see inside the West Lookout before we leave the park. So these are the steps that come up to the West Lookout. As teenagers, we like to come up here and kiss. We could see people coming from any direction. We thought we were so smart. And as a photographer, I'd come up these stairs, set up my tripod, and I could shoot so many things from every direction from this lookout. So it's about this point when I really can't take it anymore. It feels wrong for me to be in the park without Shy Guy. And I start missing him and I want to go home. And so that's what I did. We'll return another day when we can both come. The park wasn't at its most beautiful today. That's okay, because it was still really fine. And I hope you appreciated getting to see a little bit of our history and why we love this park so much.